Hi, my name is Rudsinki, and this is the story of my 3-month adventure to Thessaloniki. A year ago today, I would have never imagined that I'd be sitting in the Metropolitan Hotel half a world away from home. I come from a relatively small town in northern New Jersey where everybody pretty much knows everybody. When I first read my acceptance letter to Northeastern, I was very excited, but I also felt a bit of trepidation towards spending my first semester abroad. One thing I knew for sure was that I wanted to go to Northeastern, so with that I decided to take a risk, break out of the ordinary, and spend my first 3 months of college in Greece. When I first got to Greece, I expected to see what the news in America had portrayed, a country that was in a terrible economic crisis where riots were common, but this is not what I found. After a week of getting acclimated, I began the next chapter of my life, at the American College of Thessaloniki. Although sometimes classes did not seem to be everybody's main focus, one thing that was undisputed was the small, beautiful campus we were on. The atmosphere of ACT was not like a normal large university. The teachers were very personable and easily available to help whenever you needed. All the classes were also very small with no more than 20 other students in them, helping the whole place feel a little bit more like home. For me, one of the main distractions from school was probably my newfound religion, PALC. I had no idea coming from New Jersey what to expect of European soccer, but I have discovered that everybody is a fanatic for somebody. At home, I love watching ice hockey and I'd never been much of a soccer fan, but this has drastically changed since coming to Thessaloniki. Sitting in the crazy section has certainly given me a first-hand experience of how intense Greek people are for their team. Another distraction that should not go unmentioned was the nightlife. There was never a dull night in Greece. As well as getting to enjoy time out with our friends, we learned how to drink responsibly and got to experience something that many college freshmen do not. One of the best perks of spending your first semester in Europe is the accessibility to other countries. As well as seeing many beautiful parts of Thessaloniki in Greece, I was lucky enough to get to spend a weekend in Barcelona and then 5 days over break in Paris. In Barcelona, I got to see amazing architecture like the Sagrada Familia and Güell Park. I also got a couple fantastic meals, including some traditional Spanish food.
I wish that I could follow through. I know that your love is true and deep as the sea.
Although Barcelona was amazing, I think the highlight of my vacations was Paris. I had always studied French in school and I never had much interest in it, but after seeing the astonishing city, I see why everybody loves Paris. I got to brush up on my French skills while driving in a Porsche on the Champs-Élysées. Getting to walk the streets of a city with so much history was breathtaking, but I did not only experience this feeling in Paris, but also when our NUN group took a trip to Athens. First we visited the ancient Delphian ruins and later the Acropolis of Athens. Getting to see the famous Parthenon was awe-inspiring. Along with learning about all the history at an amazing museum, getting to see the actual ruins themselves was certainly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The trips I have taken, both with and without the NU program, have all been things that a year ago I would have never imagined, even in my wildest of dreams. Another important aspect to our time in Greece has been service learning, which all 156 NUN students partook in. A lot of my friends had very meaningful service learning sites where they helped people with disabilities or taught English, but my situation was much simpler. I volunteered at a soup kitchen called Agriva Vera, where the majority of the time we did small tasks like help sweep, clean, or prepare food. Although my site might not have been as complex as others, the idea of helping people that are less fortunate always had me leaving with a smile. Although I'm going to be sad to leave this amazing country, I think that I've made the most of my 90 days here. As I look forward to going to school back in Boston, I would have never thought that this city could have changed my perspective on life like it has. My first semester in college has been far from ordinary, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.